Hi, I'm Darcel Lobo and I own DAL Law Firm in Normandy Park, and today we're going to talk about the risk involved in doing your own estate plan. So the DIY options, a form online, some kind of template. Let's talk about the risk in doing that. So let's just start off the top with, you don't know what you don't know. None of us do, right? And so as an estate planning attorney, I know what I'm looking for. I know what the issues are. I'm thinking of the things that my clients necessarily haven't thought of. And that's what you're paying for when you're hiring an estate planning attorney. Not to fill out a form. I mean, it's a legal document, and so that's what you need to have in place. But you need someone to understand what you need and to explain it to you and to help you achieve whatever your end goal is. And that's so much more than just filling out the form that you found online for a will. It's much more complicated than that. There's so many other factors that need to be considered. You don't know what questions you should be asking yourself to know what to put in that will, or if the will is the right option for you, or what the other options are besides the will. How's the will going to work? How is your estate going to be impacted? How are your loved ones going to be impacted by the decisions that you make and what you put in that will? And we're talking about sizable assets here. We're talking about the things that you have worked so hard to acquire during your lifetime. We're talking about houses, we're talking about businesses, we're talking about vehicles, we're talking about bank accounts. There's so many different assets that you may have that you have worked to acquire. And trying to save a few $100s could very likely end up costing your estate and your loved ones thousands and thousands of dollars in legal fees and delays of time because you didn't have your estate plan done right the first time. Here at our office, a simple estate plan starts at $6.95 for a simple estate plan. For your will, your power of attorneys, for financial and healthcare decisions, your directives. Now that's where it starts. It could go up from there, but the reason it would go up from there is because you have sizable assets or something complicated about your estate plan that we need to prepare for. So maybe you have minor children and we need to prepare, a guardianship for them and a trust for them to protect them and the assets. Maybe you need to do some tax planning. So those are the types of things that would increase the flat fee to do your estate planning, but the value that we're bringing to you in getting this plan in place for you and for your loved ones, the value of that far exceeds what the cost is to have it prepared correctly. So again, we're talking about your assets, we're talking about your loved ones, your families, whoever you want to provide for on your estate plan. That's all the things that we are discussing during our initial consultation and figuring out what the right plan is for you. Because having a comprehensive estate plan is really one of the best gifts that you can leave to your loved ones. You can have all the assets and you can tell people what you want to have happen, but if you don't have a proper estate plan in place, you're not helping your family to make those intentions come into reality at the time of your passing. And so having this plan in place is really the first step in ensuring that that's going to happen. We don't want to create a mess for your loved ones because you were trying to save a few $100s with a DIY option for a will. This is not the time to try to do it yourself. Doing your estate plan is not the thing that you should DIY. Unfortunately, I have seen so many DIY wills go completely sideways and be quite a mess for the families. So at the time where the family is grieving the loss of a loved one, the last thing that they need is a legal mess because of a DIY will. Having a comprehensive plan that lays everything out and ensure that it's going to happen properly and legally and in a reasonable time frame, That's what we really want for your loved ones. That's what we want in doing your estate plan. We want peace of mind for you. We want peace of mind for your loved ones, and that's what we achieve with our estate planning. So let's get your estate plan done correctly. If you don't have an estate plan, if you started an online DIY and you realize you're a little in over your head, you don't know what you're doing and you want it to be done correctly, or maybe you have a will that was done 10, 15, 20 plus years ago and some things have changed and it's time for some updates, give us a call. Our number is 206-408-8158, or visit us online at dallawfirm.com, DALLAWFIRM.com, and we'd be happy to help. Have a great day.